Hey everybody, welcome to Good Enough Mother. I'm your host, Renee Seiler. I'm coming to you from Good Enough Mother World Headquarters, which is also known as my closet. Yeah, you know this, you know what this is like. It's the only place you can really get away and be by yourself is in the closet. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about me, a little bit about Good Enough Mother, and sort of what you can expect to see here as I talk to you via ParentDish. I wrote a book a couple of years ago called Good Enough Mother, and in that book I talked about how important it was for us, for women, good enough mothers, gems, to still maintain some semblance of who we are. It's not enough to be all of these things to all of these other people. We still need to remember who we were before they all came crashing in on our lives. And when I say crashing in, I mean that in only the nicest of fashions. In my particular case, I have a husband, his name is Buff. I have a daughter who's 12 years old, and she's great. Her name is Casey, and she so far is still sweet. And then I have a son who's 10 years old, and his name is Cole. And he's hilarious. He is he's like my alter ego. I have a yellow lab. Her name is Olivia, and she follows me everywhere. And then we have a gray cat named Smokey, who is pretty much indifferent to the fact that I or anyone else actually lives in this house with him. The idea was that in so many instances in our lives, we have to make do. We have to do the best we can with what we have. You have to play the hand you're dealt. You have to punt sometimes. And I think that's sort of the hallmark of being a good enough mother. So I was at this cocktail party once, and this man said to me, "Well, I don't understand good enough. Why wouldn't you want to be perfect?" And seriously, I thank heaven I had a drink in that hand so I couldn't hit him. Yes, of course we want to be perfect. Who does not aspire to be perfect? But we're not going to be perfect. And therefore, when we fail, and trust me, we do and we will, the idea was that we don't beat ourselves up so much over it. Well, you'll see part of my life, and my hope is that you would recognize yourself and your lives in my life, and that you would get a chuckle or maybe learn something, a thing or two from my life. It's scary to think that I would actually be a teacher. Or let me put it this way, that we would share. I want to hear from you. I want to hear the good things. I want to hear the not so good things. I want to hear the things that you learned. I want to hear the things you taught. I want to hear about your kids. I want to hear about your husband or your partner. I mean, share with us, because that's the whole idea here, is that we're in this together, and we're all gonna learn together. Remember, imperfection is the new black.